Okay, ready?
Hi, I'm Emma.
And I'm Makenna. And welcome back to What's Happening MU. What's happening, MU?
Long time no see.
You're probably wondering, what the heck happened to MU? Did those two girls literally drop off the face of the earth?
Yes and no. After a 2-year hiatus, we are back to catch you guys up on the happenings in our life and some other things that you may have missed.
We are so excited to be back and can't wait to bring you guys on a trip down memory lane. So come on, let's go.
Okay. So, what we're going to be doing today, while Makenna gets it ready, we are going to be presenting on where the heck we've been, MU. But there's a little twist. We're presenting for each other. So, I made a presentation about where the heck Makenna has been, MU. And Makenna made a presentation about where the heck I've been. And we're going to present on each other. But we have not seen these presentations before. We gave each other a list of, generic things that happened to us, but we have no idea what is on these presentations. So, we're about to find out right now. Hi, Makenna. Happy 2025. It's been 2 long years. Let's give you your wrapped for 2023 and 2024.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's been 2 long years. Let's get you up to speed. Here are the highlights. You had 2 car accidents, 3 knee tears, ACL, meniscus, and MCL, 5 traumatic situationships, 1 restraining order, 2 birthdays, and 1 awesome boyfriend.
I'm crying already.
In January 2023, we had the psycho roommate. Congratulations. You had 1 psycho roommate in 2023. She stabbed 1 person, thankfully not you, with a fork. This altercation did, in fact, end in a restraining order that is now up, so who knows, anything could happen.
She still goes here, so we'll see if I get attacked on campus.
I have a class with her.
So we'll see if I get attacked on campus after this.
Love you, girl.
Do we?
In spring 2023, you became a ceramics genius. You made 5 bowls, 3 boxes, 1 totem pole, 1 strawberry planter, 1 heart planter, which according to Phil, our professor, was a stale idea, and 1 pair of plants.
Aw, I like ceramics.
You like ceramics?
I really like ceramics. I wish that I could take ceramics again, and all of those are broken now because whenever I moved apartments, my dad was like, we don't need to wrap them up in newspaper, they're gonna be okay, and then they broke, so thanks a lot, Dad.
That class was my nightmare, but Makenna loved it. Okay, in April 2023, you won 2nd place in EPC Idol. If you don't know what EPC Idol is, because who would? It's the Effingham Performing Center?
Effingham Performance Center.
Performance Center.
You're close.
And they do an American Idol style competition every year, and Makenna won 2nd place in 2023.
In the inaugural one.
Oh, that was the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. In June 2023, you celebrated your 21st birthday at the Lake of the Ozarks. It was a super fun trip, despite half the attendees being under 21, and so we couldn't get into literally any of the bars. That's okay.
Those pool bars made me I just couldn't get over the fact that we were swimming in
getting
pee.
a disease.
So, yeah.
We came out of it disease-free, and that's all that matters. In summer through the end of 2023, you got into 3 notable situationships. All bad. Number 1 was the best friend's cousin. That's what he was, right?
Your
childhood best friend's
cousin. Well, ex-cousin, because they were cousins through marriage, and then his dad divorced her aunt. And so they're not cousins anymore, actually.
I didn't know that. Ex-cousin. Yes. The best friend's ex-cousin. It was a great tale of will they won't they. Spoiler alert, they won't. Second was Mr. First Relationship. Poor guy. He deserves an imaginary origami crane as a consolation prize for putting up with you. And number 3 was Kevin. It was traumatic for everyone involved, went on for far too long, but don't you guys worry, we'll learn way more about him in just a second. And not to be cliche, but he genuinely did look like the rat from Flushed Away.
This is the most humbling part.
This is Mr. First Relationship. This is a real life text that I sent Makenna on Thanksgiving. This is my imaginary origami crane that I wish I could give you. I didn't receive this text. I laugh about it once a week. It comes to me randomly, and I laugh about it once a week.
The best part about this is a couple texts later in the situation not pictured, he goes, I told my friends you made this for me. So he was telling people I made an origami crane and gave it to him or sent him a picture of it and said that I wish I would give it to him. That guy was crazy.
This is Kevin.
No, he kind of does look like him.
Okay. And now for 2024, the worst and best year ever. In January 2024, you tore 3 ligaments in your knee. Bonus points for doing it 30 minutes before your national send-off, killing your lifelong dream of attending UCA Nationals. Yay.
Yay. That's okay. I didn't, because of that, I didn't end up in the fail video, so that was nice.
In January 2024, you also totaled your car in the pouring rain on I-64. In case you've forgotten, here are the details. You so kindly, 3 days after being cleared to drive post-knee tears, baked cookies for Kevin's, the guy you were seeing's birthday, and hand-delivered them to his house, despite the fact that he was actively ghosting you because he just lost his job. Not gonna lie, girl, kind of crazy on your part. You took the cookies and shut the door in your face.
No, that was actually basically right.
So you
didn't even say a word. And then nothing else.
So you sat in your car and cried for a while. Honestly valid, but why were you so obsessed with him? During your cry sesh, it started pouring. You left as it was still pouring, hydroplaned, spun out, and crashed into a median on the highway.
You can still see the marks.
After calling the cops, you called Kevin as he was less than 5 minutes away. He did not pick you up. He stopped. And then afterwards, we bought you crystals to bring you some better luck. Pictured here, the car crash and your good luck crystals.
So yeah, if you're driving, it's like before mile marker 31, right around Brentwood, and you see a bunch of scratches on the median. That is from me. Thank you.
Yay. But then, February 2024, Grant Gardner enters to save you from situationship purgatory. Thank God for GG. GG is Makenna's awesome boyfriend. We love him.
Thank you.
Team Grant.
Team Grant all the way.
In March 2024, you took the greatest spring break trip ever to Jefferson City, Missouri. You visited the haunted penitentiary and the courthouse, and also Emma's sister's friend's brother's house.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
For context,
I thought that it was her house. And then later you were like, no, yeah, that was her brother's house.
For context, we were on day literally 2 of our trip to Jefferson City and we'd seen all of it. But we weren't ready to leave yet, so one of my sister's friends was visiting her brother, so then we just went over there and hung out for a little while.
Yeah, this was a sister's friend I never met, and her sister was not there. She was really nice though. It was a good time. Highlight of the trip.
Highlight. I think that our electric chair Sophie was a highlight.
No, I definitely think so. I feel like I'm haunted now probably, and that's why your dog
100%.
hates me.
She hated you before, but that's okay.
Oh.
From summer through September 2024, you created the beast that was Homecoming 2024. You created 6 massive events, 2 celebrity guests, and 6,000 arguments with Emma.
Yes. No, very true. Probably more than that.
We had some of the worst moments when funding got cut by a third halfway through the planning process. So then we had to plan everything, especially the concert twice. And then the concert contract didn't get signed until 5 days before. And like before the funding got cut, our close first artist manager was like really mean to us, we think. I don't know. It was a very condescending message. But in the moment, we were really mad about it. You also really struggled because you had to create a marketing plan and signage totally in secret.
Yeah.
And then we created the marketing plan, and then some of the documents had our concert artist name spelled wrong after we sent it to him.
Yeah, that was horrible.
With some percent wrong, yeah. You also really struggled because you were the only person working on Homecoming full time. And then it rained the entire weekend, so we had to move every single event that was built for the outdoors indoors. But then our started. But you know what? It led to some of the best moments.
So true.
Here are some of my fave pics that I could find on my Canva account already. We loved Homecoming 2024.
I did love Homecoming 2024.
And then December 2024, you finished the year by finally getting invited to the
Nice.
Social Family Naughty or Nice Christmas party, and then Emma's inaugural Noah Beck night for a sideline the QB&B watch party. Great way to end
This
it.
is perfect. Why did I not include this?
Here's you being naughty and nice.
Oh my gosh.
Pictured is Makenna's gingerbread house. We cannot talk
We
about
cannot zoom in on. That would not be allowed.
Yeah, the whole part is the naughty is definitely
The naughty came into play
highlighted
on my
with-
gingerbread
yeah.
house for sure.
We're good to go.
It was the greatest moment of my life getting invited.
Like,
It was the best
literally,
news that I
guys,
had all
sent
year.
Makenna the invite as we were sitting together. She opens her phone. She goes, "Oh my god, I got invited!"
I think I almost shed a
She
tear.
was so excited. And then these are our infamous Noah Beck cupcakes. We had a Sidelines the QB&Me, which is a Noah Beck movie, watch party with some other friends. And our big activity of the night, other than watching the movie, was to recreate Noah Beck and cupcakes. And it was all uphill from there, finally. Thanks for wrapping things up with us.
That was really good. I'm really glad that you included the Novak. I loved the
Noah Beck party.
I love the way you revisited the trauma of my situationships.
What would you rate my presentation if you were giving it a grade?
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Bourbon Crunch Frappuccino, highly recommend.
10 out of 10. Yes. You had no lies. I laughed. And I liked it. It was like a Spotify rap.
Thank
It
you.
was very
That
good.
was my
Yeah,
intro.
no, that
Thank
was
you.
really cute. I liked that a lot. So I give that a 100%.
Yes.
A plus
I have
for Emma.
100% in What's Happening to You.
Ready for your presentation.
I'm really nervous.
Don't be. It's going to be really good. So welcome to Emma's 2023-2024 burn book. Everything that happened from 2023 to now. She doesn't even go here. AKA, she dropped off the face of the earth for 2 years. And you're probably wondering, why is that? Okay, where did Emma go? What was she doing? We're going to find out. But in order to do that, we got to turn back the clock to 2023. We got to turn back the clock to 2023 to find out what happened. January 2023, Emma Sosha is the craziest girl ever. Stay away from her.
That is a crazy photo.
You sent me that, and I was like, oh, the crazy eyes are perfect. You're like crazy eyes. So this is Emma's Happy New Year photo of 2023. And this is when things started to go downhill. In January, she did it for the bit. This year was the start of a really long line of her roommates' ex-situationships,
Yeah.
and they would play games with them,
Being fully honest, we would just kind of lie sometimes. And then this one escalated to a point of no return. And
An important thing to note from this time is this specific person, we refer to him as Nanny, he did in fact, after getting blocked on everything for calling her slimy,
he found out we were lying.
yes, he was not very happy about that. She
him.
blocked him because he was getting scary, and then he DM'd her on Visco. So I feel like that is a really important thing to note here because what the heck? That's crazy. So
Anyways, if you are blocked and they have a Visco, try it. Don't try it. Don't do that. That's a bad thing to do.
yes.
Don't do it. It's really scary after you block somebody to then get a DM on Visco.
I didn't even know that you could DM on Visco before this point in time. Receipts, proof, timelines, screenshots. There are so many that we cannot show you, but I promise you it is entertaining. But we cannot tell that on this here YouTube channel. So next we have the love interest. Obviously, we cannot expose the love interest. I maybe thought that it was meant to be. Maybe we all did at some point in time.
It was not meant to
It was
be.
not. But you know what? It was entertaining. And you know what? we shared a lot of words about this particular person.
I
am saying we talked a lot about him.
I'm like anxious that people are gonna figure it out.
They honestly might.
And you know what? Sue me. Every girl has a crush every once in a while.
So then we have your ceramicist era that started in January 2023. While I loved ceramics, I loved every single minute of it, Emma did not. It always seemed to go wrong for her. Every time I was like, yes, she's got it. She's going to love ceramics. Something like this would happen and her entire project would break. This happened a lot. So anyways, let's see some of your projects from that time period, should we? We have this. This was part of Emma's totem pole. It was supposed to be a binder clip, if I remember correctly.
No, that's a bench. That one was a bench.
Oh, okay. Okay, it took me a while to figure that one out, and I got it wrong. Cool. And then these are some of your bowls. And then also, this was the semester of the Gander Scaries, and this was something that plagued us both. It was probably because of all of the events that were going on at the time. Every time we would walk into Gander, which was once our favorite place to be, we would both just like break into anxiety attacks.
The amount of panic attacks that I've had inside of Gander Dining Hall is insane.
There were a lot of texts just like this one. So some notes about this era. Emma is doing much better now and is not nearly as unhinged. She is not messaging random guys like that, you know.
Not at all. Yeah. I don't lie as often.
Nanny is no longer in the picture, and that is for the best.
He had a long-term girlfriend that might have a baby.
We're not sure.
It's not his.
The love interest is no longer an interest, but I personally am not convinced, and I think that other people probably are still not convinced either.
Love
but
interest
according
is not
to
an interest.
Emma, love interest is not an interest anymore. The ceramicist era is over, also for the best. While I wish I could go back, Emma should not ever go back. We survived the Gander Scaries. You know, time heals all wounds. We can now go and sit in Ganser without having a panic attack, which is really nice. I am a horrible influence. I encouraged all of this bad behavior, so you can't even really blame her because I was right there, you know, just poking the bear. So now, let's get into your Connect presidency era. This is your #girlboss era. She was so in charge, you know. And Social Grub 2023. This was our president, vice president era. Okay? Notes about this era. The beginning of this era was the end of what's happening in you. But we're back now. So,
You're welcome.
Fall semester was slightly traumatic. Some events we cannot talk about. The advisor left right after homecoming, literally right before family weekend, and left us orphans. But despite all challenges, Emma went up for re-election in 2024 and she won uncontested.
So true.
Some fun things. And I just want to address the urinal. I want to address the urinal because I know we're all thinking what's going on with that. Honestly, it was just on the template for some reason and I decided to leave it for fun.
Right.
First, we did a hometown tour. We went to Effingham, Illinois, my hometown, and it was an effing lot of fun.
It was.
Emma went to lots of concerts. She was a music enthusiast.
She was.
She went to Thomas Eden. She went to Taylor Swift, and she went to Sabrina Carpenter.
She sure
What
did.
a year for Emma and the concerts.
So true.
She also went to Amelia Island and considered moving there. She had a blast and it ignited her love for a post
I got
office.
so excited. It's a post office, but look how pretty it is. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much.
She also went to a New Mexico trip, and it was sent by the devil himself. She
But-
visited the hometown of Chad Danforth. Unfortunately, while she was there, she got altitude sickness, which was COVID. And then she got stuck in the airport. Your flight got canceled. And then at the end of the year, she was a hammerhead shark for Halloween. I think she should wear it again this year for Halloween. So if you agree, slam the like button below. So a quote from Emma Socha herself when we were on FaceTime the other day. 2023 didn't have a lot going on.
No, it was so boring.
But yet again, we celebrated a happy new year and jumped into 2024. And starting off with a bang, spring break. This is a couple months into the school year. Unfortunately, the first couple months I did decide to make about me. So that's my fault. These are just some wonderful photos from our Jefferson City trip. So that's Emma in jail, us in front of the Capitol building, us near the prison,
we
and
went back to the penitentiary the next day.
yeah, and Emma in a jail cell. And yeah, honestly, we had a really good time. We were convinced we were in the Truman Show. There was not a single soul in Jefferson City.
Wait, should we talk about that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
So now we're going to talk about Emma Socha's big girl era. Emma got her first big girl apartment. How cute.
I love my apartment.
So good. She moved off campus, in with her sister. So notes about this. Her roommate issues did take a turn. Unfortunately, after the 2023 semester, half of her roommates did unfortunately have to move out. And whenever that happened, she got 2 random roommates and it did not go very well. They also kept the apartment at a crisp 65 degrees at all time because one of them had heat-induced asthma.
Yep.
I don't think that happens at 70 degrees.
Yeah.
At room temperature, I would hope you're not getting
yeah.
heat-induced asthma. And while she moved closer to home, she moved further away from me, and I thought that was pretty rude, but
Sorry.
not everything can be about me, I suppose. So then, Emma turned 21 in Miami. How exciting, every girl's dream. Okay, Alex Earl. This is her having the time of her life,
Yes.
okay? This is her having her first legal drink on a plane. So exciting. And unfortunately, she found no hoochie daddies in Miami. But she's also a mother now.
I am a mother.
Because she adopted a turtle.
I did. Her name's Montel.
And she is
She
doing
only has
amazing.
3 legs.
She also got her first big girl internship, and this enters her Muni era.
Guys,
So
the Muni era was my
exciting.
greatest era of all time.
And she had a couple viral TikToks, and we're gonna see what a couple of them are. If you want to watch them, go to the Muni's TikTok. First is In the Heights, her favorite musical of all time. This one, Kevin Chamberlain, aka Bertram from Jessie. How iconic! Made a couple really fun videos with him. And it was another viral TikTok, and it led from this beautiful photo of Muni Magic. But this one went super viral, and if you can see really tiny there, the Queen Eli Rallo herself reposted it. So amazing. But now we enter into Madam President Part 2. This is her re-election year. Things she accomplished in her re-election term. She recruited a full board, finally. She also made us redo the Constitution. It was horrible.
But it was for the best.
And then she also made her childhood dreams come true and helped me plan Homecoming 2024. But unfortunately, she fell in and out of love with a drummer. Emma's not like other girls. The drummer gave her the set list. He wanted to know where she was. This is like a Wattpad story. Followed Emma first on Instagram and then recently unfollowed her.
And that was rude, and I hate him now.
Yeah. So some notes about 2024. Emma was a girl boss in 2024. She made so many big money moves for her career, for her life. But Emma had a lot of fun in 2024.
Emma did.
She was a bottle of Coke Zero for Halloween. But she did not find love, unfortunately.
She didn't.
The next dating show will not be about her.
About me.
But maybe in the future, one will be about her.
I might need it.
Another quote from Emma Socia herself. I don't know. I swear my life was interesting, but this seems boring. Emma Socia 2025. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this presentation about your life.
And that's what happened, MU. We know that was a lot to take in, but we couldn't make a return without catching you all up to speed.
In all seriousness, we could not be more thrilled to be bringing What's Happening MU back for our last semester at Maryville, and we cannot wait for you all to see the exciting things we have planned.
Stay tuned for our very exciting dating episode coming next month.
Follow us on all of our socials, aka just our Instagram at What's Happening MU. Also follow at Maryville Paw Print and check out the Maryville Paw Print blog, which is probably linked in their bio. And that's what's happening, MU.
'Cause I'm young and I'm sexy and I know it.